and welcome to episode 4 of Cardio Confessions. I am Dietary IFBB Figure Pro, and I am officially 8 weeks out from my upcoming competition. As you can see, we're in a different space than I usually am. I am at home in my home office slash home studio slash whatever I needed to be when I needed to be it. And remember last episode I told you all that my husband got me a walking pad, and so I've been getting my steps in, getting some of my cardio done at home, and so I thought, why not, do cardio confessions here today, since I am shooting some other stuff as well after this episode. But I am 8 weeks out, y'all. Honestly, the last week went by super fast. I would have shared that my body was starting to come back into its proper place after my birthday celebration. For my husband's birthday last weekend, we definitely did not have as much shenanigans as mine, so that was good. At least good for me staying on track. And yeah, the week went by really fast. I meal prepped. I changed my protein sources up a little bit. I added in some fish, I added in some shrimp, because I started to get stalls of chicken. And yeah, so I haven't had chicken breast since I think like the weekend, so almost a week without chicken breast, and I'm not missing it at all. So I'm thinking I'm going to start doing fish and shrimp for the next week or two until I have to go solely to fish. Energy has been decent. I feel like I have my ups and downs. I started incorporating some new supplements, not necessarily new, but supplements that I've taken before. I started incorporating them back into my regimen, including inositol, a estrogen balancer for my hormones. So for me, honestly, those are more like beauty and cycle health supplements. They help me with hormonal acne, which sometimes does flare up more on prep, and my mood as well. They help with my mood and my energy, and they help me sleep better because I'm a little more balanced. I also recently added back in my Evogen fat burner and carnitine powder. So I'm switching over from my fat burner I was taking until that arrived. I've had liposide fat burners in pills before, but this is my first time trying the powder, and I really love the powder. I love that I can take it as like a pre-workout drink. I mix it with the carnitine powder, and it is really, really good. What else is new? My coach has dropped my carbs. If you're a competitor, you know that's always like a, I don't know. My coach tells me, looking great, doing great, and then it's like, let's drop your carbs. So it's kind of like, do you hate me? But my cardio hasn't changed, so we're just still manipulating food. Carbs have dropped a little bit, so I'm at 135 grams of carbs. I'm at 160 grams of protein and about 40 grams of fats, or 35. And on my low days and then on my high days, those numbers are bumped up a little bit. I think I'm at 200 grams of carbs on high, 160 grams of protein on high, and then about 60 grams of fats on high. And I do 4 low days and then 1 high day. I am at the point where I'm now thinking about if I want to get a new suit. I think I've decided I'm not going to get a new suit. I'm just going to change the bottoms of one of my older suits that I haven't worn in I don't even know how many years, quite a bit of years. I haven't worn it, and it's still a really nice suit, really beautiful color. And I think because I haven't worn it in so long, it's going to feel new. But I do want to replace the bottoms because of the cut style on the original bottoms. They're not a pro cut, and I really like the pro cut. My actual preferred cut is kind of the height of the pro waistband with slightly more coverage on the back. Just because my glutes usually stay pretty full, and I feel like if I get a true pro cut back on my suit, then it makes them like just look almost too dominant. So that may not make sense to you, but I don't know, I just figured I would share it. So I'm gonna look into ordering that within the next week or two. Like I said, energy's been good. Food is still pretty decent. Even though it is dropping, I'm expecting it to drop some more. And I am doing a lot better with getting my steps in because of this contraption right here at my fingertips, or my toe tips. Yeah. What else? I don't really know what else to share. 8 weeks. I'm starting posing practice with my posing coach, Julia. Julia's a pro that I worked with 2 years ago. So the year that I earned my pro card, I actually didn't do any posing sessions with a posing coach, and it definitely showed. I got critiques on my back pose at my pro debut last year, and when I sent my check-in video to my coach this week, he was like, you need to work on your back pose, and I was like, I know. So instead of waiting until the last minute, I decided from now up until the show, I'm going to have a session with Julia. I'm going to try to have one if her schedule allows every week. So I've already booked my first one for Saturday, and I'm going to do a lot better, especially once I start posing with her. I'm going to do a lot better with practicing my posing in between my sessions with her and holding myself to that schedule, because I don't enjoy posing, y'all, as you can probably tell. I don't enjoy practicing it, but it honestly is a waste of a prep if you go through all of the things to like build this physique and have this physique that you can actually showcase because you decided to be lazy and not pose like I'm being. But a part of me is like, I don't like posing until I can see all the lines, because I feel like that really sometimes changes the way that you pose, but that's not the excuse that I'm gonna give. I don't know, it's just not fun. It's hard, it's not fun, it's uncomfortable, but I know I gotta do it, so yeah. Next week when I check in with y'all for Cardio Confessions episode 5, I will be telling y'all I posed so much. That's me holding myself accountable. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to share. Yeah, I got a whole lot more steps to get in today, so like 8,000 more. So I may be on this thing for a little while this evening. But yeah, I'm excited. It's almost time to start booking things and accommodations and flights and stuff for the show. So that's exciting. Staying busy, which is always good. But it is proposing a challenge. It is posing a challenge. Anyway, it's causing there to be a bit of a challenge with my scheduling sometimes, like just being on top of meal prep and shopping and doing all the things I need to do. I feel like you can tell that prep brain is kind of creeping in as the food drops too. But overall, I feel good, feeling optimistic, feeling excited, a little nervous sometimes when I start thinking, I get into my head like, oh, are you gonna be ready? Are you gonna, are you gonna get everything done? What if your body doesn't respond like it's supposed to? Sometimes those thoughts creep in, but I'm like, what's the alternative? Like, just gotta keep going and let the cards fall where they do. So yeah, until next time, y'all, I'm done rambling. Until next time, if you have questions that you want me to address in the next episode, topics you want me to talk on in the next episode, drop them below in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode.